In this video, I'm going to discuss some more problems on Newton's forward interpolation formula. Let us move to the first problem. Find the cubic interpolating polynomial which takes the values. In the first row of the table, we have x values, x equal to 0, 1, 2 and 3. The corresponding value of y in the second row of the table. So y is equal to 1, 2, 1 and 10. And hence evaluate f of 4. We'll move to the solution. Here you have to find the cubic polynomial for the given data points x and y, and also evaluate y at x is equal to 4. Since there are 4 points of the values of y, so therefore we can estimate the polynomial of degree at most 3 here, so that we can approximate the cubic polynomial for the given set of points. To construct the interpolating polynomial, so let us construct the forward difference table. We have x values in the first column of the table. X is 0, 1, 2 and 3. So we have y values in the second column of the table, that is 1, 2, 1 and 10. So let us find out the first forward differences. So 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 minus 2 is minus 1, 10 minus 1 is 9. So these are the first forward differences. Let us calculate second forward differences. Minus 1 is minus 2. 9 minus of minus, that becomes plus. 9 plus 1 is 10. So these are the second forward differences. So let us calculate third forward differences. 10 minus of minus 2, that is plus 2. So that is 12. So where y naught is 1, delta y naught is 1, delta square y naught is minus 2, delta cube y naught is 12. So 1, minus 2 and 12 are the leading forward differences. So take x naught is equal to 0 and x is equal to x naught plus ph, where h is equal to 1. So 1 is the common difference of any two consecutive difference of x, that is 1 minus 0 is 1, 2 minus 1 is 1, 3 minus 2 is 1. Therefore h is equal to 1. H is the common difference of any two consecutive values of x. So this implies x is equal to, where x naught is 0 plus p into h is 1. So this implies x is equal to p. So wherever p, you take the x. Now we have Newton's forward interpolation formula to construct the interpolating polynomial. We have y of x is equal to y naught p into delta y naught plus p into p minus 1 by 2 factorial into delta square y naught plus p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 by 3 factorial into delta cube y naught. So here y naught is 1 plus p is here x, p is equal to x here, delta y naught is 1 plus p is x into x minus 1 by 2 factorial into delta square y naught is minus 2 plus p is x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 by 3 factorial into delta cube y naught is 12. This is equal to 1 plus x, x into 1 is x, so 2 and 2 get cancelled, minus of x into x, x square minus into minus plus x plus 3 factor nothing but 6 here, 6 2 the 12, so rest is 2 here, 2 into x here, x minus 1 into x minus 2 nothing but x square minus 3x plus 2 here. This is equal to 1 plus x minus x square plus x plus 2x into x square, 2x cube, 2x into minus 3x minus 6x square, 2x into 2, that is 4x. This is equal to 2x cube minus x square minus 6x square, that is minus 7x square, 4x plus x, 5x, 5x plus x, 6x plus 6x, so plus 1. So therefore y of x is equal to 2x cube minus 7x square plus 6x plus 1. So this is the cubic interpolating polynomial which satisfies the given set of data points. So next we have to find out y at x is equal to 4. Therefore y of 4 is equal to 2 into 4 cube minus 7 into 4 square plus 6 into 4 plus 1. So this is equal to, after simplification, 28 minus 112 plus 24 plus 1. So this is equal to 41. Therefore y at x equal to 4, that is y of 4 is 41. We'll move to second problem. Find the number of women getting the wages between the rupees 10 and 15 from the following table. In the first row of the table we have wages, and second row of the table we have the number of women getting the wages. So wages of rupees 0 to 10, there are 9 women getting the wages rupees 0 to 10, and there are 32 women getting the wages of rupees 10 to 20, and there are 35 women getting the wages of rupees 20 to 30, and there are 42 women getting the wages of rupees 30 to 40. But here you have to find out the number of women getting the wages of rupees 10 to 15. So first let us calculate the cumulative frequency. Let X represent the wages and Y represent the number of women getting the wages. So now we have to calculate the cumulative frequency of the given table. So let us have the table for the given data points. In the first row of the table, less than the wages, that is X, and second row of the table is number of women, that is Y. Less than the wages rupees 10, there are 9 women, and less than the wages of rupees 20, there are, I have to add up 9 and 30 here, the 39 women getting the wages less than rupees 20, and less than 30 rupees there are 74 women getting the wages less than of rupees 30. So I have to add up 9 plus 30 plus 35, and less than the wages of rupees 40, there are 116 women getting the wages of rupees 40. So we have calculated the cumulative frequency. Let us construct the forward difference table for the given data in the form of cumulative frequency. So in the first column of the table, let us have the X values, wages. Second column of the table, we have that number of women, so that is Y. So less than 10 rupees of wages, there are 9 women. So less than of rupees 20 of wages, there are 39 women. So less than of rupees 30, there are 74 women. So less than of rupees 40, there are 116 women getting the less than 40 rupees of wages. Now let us construct the first forward differences. 39 minus 9, that is 30. 74 minus 39, that is 35. 116 minus 74, that is 42. Let us construct the second forward differences. 35 minus 30, that is 5, and 42 minus 35 is 7. So these are the second forward differences. So now we'll move to the third forward differences. 7 minus 5, 2. So this is the third forward difference. We need to find number of women getting wages less than rupees 15. It means we need to find out y at x is equal to 15. So you have to calculate y of 15. Therefore, x is equal to 15 here. We can observe that x equal to 15 is near to the initial value of x, that is 10, 15 between the 10 and 20. So this value is near to the initial value 10. So therefore x naught is, we can take it as 10. So therefore y naught is will be taken as 9. So delta y naught is 30. Delta square y naught is 5, and delta cube y naught is 2. Here we need to find out y at x equal to 15. So the value x equal to 15 is near to the beginning value of the x. Therefore, so Newton's forward interpolation formula is appropriate to find the value of y at x equal to 15. We have Newton's forward interpolation formula, that is y of x is equal to y naught plus p into delta y naught plus p into p minus 1 by 2 factorial into delta square y naught plus p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 by 3 factorial into delta cube y naught, and so on. So we know that x is equal to here 15, x naught is equal to 10, h is here x1 minus x naught, where x1 is 20, 20 minus 10, so that is 10, h is the 10 here. So we know that x is equal to x naught plus ph. So this implies, so p is equal to x minus x naught by h, where x is equal to 15 minus 10 by 10. So this implies p is equal to 5 by 10. So that is 1 by 2, that is equal to 0.5. P is equal to 0.5. So therefore that formula becomes y of x, where x is equal to 15 here, y15 is equal to y naught is here, y naught value from the table, that is 9 plus p is 0.5 into delta y naught, that is 30 plus p into p is here 0.5 here, 0.5 into 0.5 minus 1 by 2 factorial into delta square y naught is 5 plus p is 0.5 into 0.5 minus 1 into 0.5 minus 2 by 3 factorial into delta square y naught is 2. After simplification, we have y of 15 is equal to 23.5. This is approximately 24. Therefore, the number of women getting wages less than rupees 15 is 24. There are 24 women getting the wages less than rupees 15. And also you know that from the given data, the number of women getting wages less than rupees 10 is 9. There are 9 women getting wages less than rupees 10. Therefore, the number of women getting wages between 10 and 15 is, so we know that the number of women getting the wages less than rupees 15, that is 24. 24 minus, you know that the number of women getting the wages less than rupees 10, that is 9. So 24 minus 9 is equal to 15. Therefore 15 women getting the wages between the rupees 10 and 15. Find the interpolating polynomial from the following data and then find the value of y at x equal to 5. So first we need to find out the interpolating polynomial. So after finding the polynomial, so we can find the value of y at x equal to 5. Go to solution. To construct interpolating polynomial for the given data points, so let us use the Newton's forward interpolation formula. Before moving to the formula, let us construct the forward difference table. In the first column of the table, let us take the x values. In the second column, we have that y values. So first value of x is 4, second value of x is 6, 8, then 10. The first value of y corresponding to the value of x is 4, that is y is equal to 1 here, then 3, 8 and 16. So let us find out the forward difference. The first forward difference is 3 minus 1 is 2, 8 minus 3 is 5, 16 minus 8 is 8. Let us construct the second forward differences here. 5 minus 2 is 3, 8 minus 5 3, and we move to the third forward differences here. 3 minus 3 is 0. Here let us consider x naught is equal to beginning value of x, that is 4. Therefore y naught will be the 1, and delta y naught is 2, delta square y naught is 3, and delta cube y naught is 0. So 2, 3 and 0 are the leading forward differences. So now let us use the Newton's forward interpolation formula to find the interpolating polynomial. We have y of x is equal to y naught plus p into delta y naught plus p into p minus 1 by 2 factorial into delta square y naught plus and so on. Here we know that x is equal to x naught plus ph. Here x naught is equal to 4 and h is equal to x1 minus x naught, that is 6 minus 4, that is 2. H is 2. So now let us find out the p in terms of x now. So we know that P is equal to x minus x naught by h, x minus 4 by 2. So therefore P is equal to x minus 4 by 2. This is P value. Let us substitute in the Newton's forward interpolation formula. Therefore y of x is equal to, where y naught is 1 plus p is here x minus 4 by 2 into delta y naught. Delta y naught is 2, 1 by 2 factorial into p is here x minus 4 by 2 into p minus 1, nothing but x minus 4 by 2 minus 1 into delta square y naught. Delta square y naught is 3 plus 0. So this is equal to 1 plus x minus 4, 2 get cancelled here, plus in the denominator we have 2 into 2 into 2, that is 8, and numerator we have 3 by 8 into x minus 4 into x minus 4 minus 2, that is x minus 6. So this is equal to 1 plus x minus 4 plus 3 by 8 into, let us multiply here, x square minus 4x minus 6x, that is minus 10x. So 6 into 4 plus 24 here. So this implies this is equal to, let us take the LCM 8, 1 by 8 into 8 plus 8x minus 32 plus 3 into x square, 3x square minus 30x plus 72. So this is equal to 1 by 8 into 3x square, 3x square minus 30x and plus 8x minus 22x plus 72, constant 72 minus 32 plus 8, that is 48. So this is y of x. So this is a interpolating polynomial for the given data points. We need to find out y at x is equal to 5. Therefore y of 5 is equal to 1 by 8 into 3 into 5 square minus 22 into 5 plus 48. So after simplification we have 13 by 8. So this is equal to 1.625. Therefore y is equal to 1.625 at x is equal to